You've spent so much time and put so much effort and work into these book reviews. Yeah. And I guess, sometimes we share them and then someone has an excuse about it. And I wondered if you could just with a couple minutes to just maybe tell us a little bit about the worth in these book reviews of you doing them and the value in them. For instance, maybe something for an example is, people would say that it's disproportionate. The things you've highlighted is disproportionate to the overall context of the book. It's just one part in so maybe speak to that, or anything else that you think would be helpful for viewers that may be a little bit more new to this and are just starting to maybe look into these things when they're assessing the credibility behind a book review and who did it and all of that stuff.
Yeah, no, I understand what you mean. The books what I'm showing is not disproportionate to what is in the book. It is like Rick. Rick is about a transgender boy, right? Okay. Anyway, George is the same. George, Melissa. So the entire book is about that. So the entire book is about gender ideologies, puberty blockers, going to surgery, social transitions, and all this stuff. The books, the hate you give of the F word 100 times in the book. The D words, I'm not gonna say the words here, but unless I don't think it's necessary. But I said the D word 30 times. It's everywhere in the books. There's so many bad language into those books, and the books, the gender queer that said they're showing a boy giving a fellations to a man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's a big image in the books. The books Fun Homes. It shows I think it's two women. One is eating the private parts of the other one. It's in school. You can see the image. They're really eating the private part. And then there's many other stuff in that book. So all these books is about sexual deviance. There is a story behind it, but still, and my gosh, there's so many. The books, it's perfectly normal. But that book shows people having sexual intercourse together. There is pictures of nude men, nude boys, nude women, nude girls. There is, then if you start to read it, the reading is almost even worse than the image, because they actually define the pleasures of sexual intercourse. They explain what is the orgasm, having an orgasm, and they explain in details the sexual intercourse, what happened, the penetrations and the movement in and all. They explain all this in the books for kids. It's not necessary to go to it's not necessary for them to go that deep into that. The kids doesn't need to know this. And the book Sex is a Funny Wars. It's all about that. You can see the pictures of an anus and vaginas. They talk about masturbations, clitoris, and all this stuff. And oh my gosh, there is even the bluest eyes. That book is horrible. That book is completely illegal in school. Actually, that book speaks about the fathers having sex with his daughters, but explain it in the views of the pedophiles. So you read it as man, you cannot even read it. Actually, this is horrible. This is so anyway. So the father is explaining his pleasures of doing this to his daughter, and they have this in school, right? And it's so many, so many books. So now it's not like one thing in the books that I took. Say here we go, the entire book is bad. But even if it was the case,
you should be able to say, even if it was one page, I get to decide if this is over the line.
Yeah, so right. I'm gonna watch a movie with my. Yeah, are we going to watch a movie with our kids? We have like a freaking 2 minutes sex, sex scenes, but in full display. No, we're not going to even watch the movie if there is this. You know what I mean? But it's just even even if the scenes happen one time in the book is still there, what's the point of having the scene there? So it's just, but it's not the case. It's happened multiple times in the book. It's like George, the book George. He goes to surgery, right? But he's preparing. Is that George or Rick? Well, the other boy actually. That's the other boy. He's preparing for surgery. He's talking about that one time with the doctor. About the surgeries and the effect of testosterone. That there is no side effect to it. That's what they said. That's not the truth. So yeah. So it's not disproportional. And yeah.